Hello students, how are you? I hope you will be fine at your home. Today I am Brijendra Kumar Patel, PGT Chemistry, JNV Golaghat, Assam, present here to discuss the nomenclature of organic compounds. So in my previous video, I have told you about the basic terms and the definitions which are related to coordinate compounds. So in today's session, we will try to write the names of coordinate compounds. So to write the names of coordinate compounds, there are some rules which we will follow. So see, first rule, it is rule number 1. So first rule is write first the name of cation. Okay, first we will write the name of cation. And now how can we identify which one is cation? So very simple, take an example, the complex that is K4 FeCN whole 6. This is a complex. So here see where is cation and where is anion. So very simple, in ionic compounds, take very common ionic compound, that is sodium chloride. So the formula of sodium chloride, it is NaCl. So in NaCl, which one is cation? So very first the element is cation and after that anion. So like that, here see this potassium, here this potassium is cation, this potassium is cation, and the rest of the part, this one is anion. Okay, so first is cation, then anion. So we will write first the name of cation, after that the name of anion. If the compound is CONH3 whole 6 Cl3, if this is the compound, okay, this is coordinate compound. So here what will we do? First see, now this one is here cation and this chlorine is anion. Why? Because very simple, I have told you that the entities which are present inside the square bracket, they cannot be ionized. Only the species which are present outside the square bracket, they can be ionized. So here this is 1 unit. So that's why this is here anion, and this is also 1 unit, but here it is cation because it is written first. So very first cation is present, after that anion is present. So we will write first the name of cation. Now after cation, if we write the name of anion, so here remember this thing, in this K4 no need to write the number of cations, means here the name of this K4, it is only potassium. It's not tetra potassium, it is only potassium. Like that, here Cl3, this one is only chloride, not trichloride. So here we don't have need to write the number of anions or cations. So first is write the name of cation. Second rule, rule number 2. Second rule is write the name of ligands. Second, what will we do? We will write the name of ligands. So their name, it will be written alphabetically. Okay, first A, B, C and so on. So we will see the name of the ligands and we will arrange them alphabetically, and after that we will write the name of ligands including their numbers. Okay, including their numbers means, see here in this complex the number of cyanides, it is 6. So we will write here hexa. It is 6. So we will write here hexa. If the ligand, if it is in this form CO whole 4, then it is tetra. Okay. So we will write first the number of ligands. So for one ligand no need to write. For two ligands write di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa. Maximum hexa is there. So we will write the number of ligands, after that name of ligand. But when we write the name of ligands, then here see, when we are going to write the name of ligands, then here what we have to do? First we will see that ligand is whether it is negatively charged or it is neutral. If it is neutral, then no need to write the no need to change in the name of that ligand. But if it is negatively charged, means if it is anion, then we will write suffix O after the name of ligand. For example, if the ligand is NH3, so you know in previous video I have listed number of ligands. There the name of NH3, its name is amine, AMMINE, amine. So there will be no change in the name of amine. If it is NH3 then the name will be hexaamine. Okay. If it is aqua, this H2O, then its name 4 means tetra, and H2O means it is aqua, so it will be tetra aqua. So if the neutral ligand is present, then there will be no change in the name of that ligand. But if the ligand is negatively charged, means suppose this is a Cl minus. If chlorine is acting as a ligand, then its name is chloride. The name is chloride. So there will be slight change in the name of this negatively charged ligand, and that change is remove this E and write here O. So the name will be chlorido. So very simple. Now repeat with me. For chloride, chlorido; bromide, bromido; fluoride, fluorido; sulfate, sulfato; carbonate, carbonato; oxalate, oxalato; nitrite, nitrito. Okay, so like that, if there is negative ion, that is anion, then we will write the name by using the suffix that is O. So here, if now see, if here like this, Cn whole 6, this one is Cn whole 6. So Cn whole 6 means for 6 we will write hexa, and the name of this Cn. So actually the name is cyanide, but according to the rule we will write its name as cyanido, not cyanide. It is now cyanido. If it is Cl2, then it will be di, and Cl means chloride, so it will be chlorido. So after the name of negative ligand we will write O. So this is the name of ligand. So in name of ligand, first we will arrange them alphabetically, and after that number and name. In name, neutral ligand, no change. If it is negatively charged, then use suffix O. After the name of ligand, now we will write the name of metal. So see, third point is name of metal. Second point was name of ligand. Okay, so in name of metal, now see, if coordinate entity, if it is cation, then there will be no change in metal name. If it is anion, then we will use suffix ate. For example, in this case, see, this is the square bracket, means this negatively charged entity, it is here anion. Okay, and in this case, this entity is cation. So here conditions are different. So in such conditions where the coordination entity, it is negatively charged or it is anion, then the name of Fe, it's not iron, it's a common name actually. The name of Fe, it is ferrum. So the name ferrum, it will be changed into ferrate. Okay, so Fe, ferrum, ferrate; cobalt, cobaltate; nickel, nickelate; silver, so the name IUP is Latin name of the silver, it is argentum, so the name will be argentate. For gold it is aurum, so the name will be aurate. Zinc, zincate; nickel, nickelate; mercury, mercurate; platinum, platinate. So like that, the name of metal, it will be changed when the coordinate entity, it is anion. So here in name of metal, if see this species, okay, this species is what? If this species is anion, then write suffix, and what suffix? That is ate, ate, after the name of metal. and if this coordinate entity, if it is cation, then no change in the name of metal. Okay, so here since potassium is cation and these are anions, so it is ferrite, but here this is cation and chloride is anion, so there will be no change in the name of this CO, so the name will be cobalt, not cobaltate. So when we will change the name depend on the nature. If it is anion, then change. If it is cation, then no change. So after the name of metal, fourth point is the oxidation number of metal. Now we have to write the oxidation number of metal in Roman style in this parenthesis, means like this, 1 or 2 or 3, like this. Okay, oxidation number we have to write. So now the question is, how can we calculate the oxidation number? So very simple thing, take this example, K4 Fe Cn whole 6. Okay, so here to calculate the oxidation number, we will start from here. Number of potassium, so number of potassium is 4. Charge on potassium, it is +1. On the valency of potassium, it is +1 plus. Now for iron we have to calculate, so suppose it is X plus. Number of ligands, so number of ligands are 6, and Cn, cyanide. So this cyanide ligand, it carries single minus. So in the list of ligands C, we have written Cn minus. So it is -1, so we will write here -1. It is equal to, now see, is there any charge? No charge, then it is 0. Now try to solve it. It will be 4 plus x minus 6, it is equal to 0. So the x, it will be equal to 2. So we will write this 2 in Roman style like this. Okay, for this compound, how can we calculate oxidation number? So see, very simple. For cobalt we have to calculate, so suppose it is X plus. For ammonia, that is amine, so number of ligands 6, NH3, it's a neutral ligand, so the charge will be 0, plus number of chlorine 3, charge on chlorine, it is -1, total equal to 0, so it will be X plus 0 and minus, so X minus 3, it is equal to 0, so X is equal to 3. So in Roman style it will be like this. So after the name of metal, we will write the oxidation number of that metal, and after the oxidation number of that metal, we will write now the name of anion, means here potassium, then its name, here hexaamine cobalt 3rd chloride. After oxidation number, here remember this thing, if the species which is present before a square bracket, it will be written first, and the species which is present after the square bracket, so it will be written after oxidation number. Okay, so metal oxidation number, and after that the species which is present after the square bracket. Remember this thing. Okay, and now if the complex, it is given in this form, suppose it is CO H2O whole 6 and 3 plus, like this. If it is like this, so how can we calculate the oxidation number? Very simple. For cobalt it is X, number of ligands 6, water is a neutral ligand, total equal to, now overall charge on this complex, it is +3, so here we will write +3. So now X, it is equal to +3, it is +3. So when we write the oxidation number in Roman style, after that oxidation number we will write ion. Why ion? Because it is ion. If there is nothing, then we will write nothing, but if it is positive, either positive or negative, whatever the case is, if plus or minus charges are there, then it is ion. Okay, if nothing is there, then no problem. So these are the rules. Now these are the rules for simple ligands. And which are simple ligands? So when we practice to write the name of some compounds, some complexes, then we will see. Okay, so here is a list of some ligands, some complexes. So see how will we write the name of these complexes. So first example is CrNH3 whole thrice H2O whole thrice Cl3. Here, according to the rule, first we will write the name of cation. Now where is cation? So see, before square bracket, is there something? Nothing is there, means this is cation. This square bracket is cation. So we will write the name of this cation, after that the name of this chloride. So in the name of this coordinate entity, first we will write the name of ligands. So since here we have two types of ligands, aqua and amine. So between aqua and amine, which will come first alphabetically? So first is amine, A-double-M, and aqua, AQ. So amine will come first. So first we will write this ammonia, this amine, and after that aqua. So in this amine, write the number of amine. For 3 it is triamine. It is triamine. Then triaqua. First letter always capital. Triamine, triaqua. Okay, so ligand complete. Now the name of metal. Is it cation or anion? Since it is cation, so there will be no change. So Cr, it will be written as chromium. It's not chromate, it is chromium. So chromium, okay, this square bracket complete. After the square bracket, coordination number. Sorry, that is a oxidation number. So first oxidation number. What is oxidation number of this compound? So very simple. See, here the oxidation number will be, it will be calculated as, for Cr it is X plus number of amines 3, charge on amine 0, number of number of ligands 3, charge on ligand 0, plus number of chloride 3, charge on Cl minus 1 is equal to overall charge 0. So it will be X plus 3 0 0 0, it is minus 3. So X minus 3, it is equal to 0. So X, it is equal to 3. So the oxidation number will be here, it will be third. After oxidation number, write the name of this Cl. So we have no need to write trichloride, it is only chloride. And now it's not chlorido, it is only chloride, because this is here ion. Okay, when will we write the name chlorido? If this Cl is present inside square bracket. So if it is inside square bracket, then it is chlorido. If it is outside square bracket, then it is only chloride. So this is the name of first complex. Now come to second. So again there is nothing before square bracket, so this one is cation. So first we will write the name of ligands. This is amine, this is carbonato, CO3, this is carbonate. So amine comes first. So the name of amine, it is 5, so it will be penta. For 5 it is penta. Then amine, pentaamine. CO3, it is carbonato. CO3 for carbonato. After the carbonato, now since ligands complete, now come to metal. So is there any change in the name of metal? No, because it is cation. So CO, it is as it is cobalt. Now oxidation number. So to calculate oxidation number of this complex, again do a calculation. For cobalt it is X plus 5 ligands, charge on amine 0, plus number of carbonate 1, and charge on carbonate, it is minus 2. Overall charge, minus 2, plus number of chloride 1, charge on chloride minus 1, overall charge 0. So it will be X plus 0 minus 2 minus 1 equal to 0. So x minus 3 equal to 0. This x is equal to 3. So oxidation number is here 3, and since it is Cl, so it will be only chloride. Okay. Now come to third. Again see, before square bracket nothing is there, so this is cation. So first write the name of this coordinate entity. So here number of ligands are there. So again amine Am C chlorido or chloride. So since it is inside square bracket, so the name will be chlorido, but it is starting with C. So A C N, A C N, A will come first. Okay. So here the name will be now, since it is 2, so the name will be diamine. For Cl it is chlorido. No need to write mono, it is only chlorido. Now NO2. So this NO2 is ambidentate ligand. Ambidentate means which have two donor atoms, but at a time only one will donate electron, and the atom which is donating electron, its symbol will be written after the name of ligands. Means this NO2, if it is NO2, then the name will be nitrito N. If it is ONO, then its name is nitrito O, because here nitrogen is donating electrons. In this case, this oxygen is donating electrons. So here NO2 is written, hence it will be nitrito N. So after chlorido, it is nitrito N. So ligand complete. After that, name of PT. So the name of PT is platinum. It is platinum, and after platinum, oxidation number. So how can we calculate oxidation number? So very simple calculation is there. And what is that calculation? So see here. For PT, it is X 2 into charge on NH3 0, Cl 1 ligand, charge on Cl minus 1, 1 NO2, charge on NO2 it is minus 1, it is equal to 0. So solve it. X minus 1 it is equal to 0, X minus 2 equal to 0. So X is equal to 2. So the oxidation number is here second. Okay. So the name will be diamine chlorido nitrito N platinum second. This is the name of this complex. Now the name of third complex, it is here see, before square bracket it is K. So here we will write potassium. It is potassium. After potassium we will write the name of this coordinate entity. So here first we will write the name of ligand C2O4. This is a ligand, and the name of C2O4, this is actually oxalate. So the name will be oxalato. Number of oxalate 3, so it will be trioxalato. It is trioxalato. Then name of Cr. So the name of Cr, now we will change the name of this chromium. Why? Because this entity is anion. Because before square bracket there is potassium. There is something before square bracket. Remember this thing. Before square bracket there is something. That's why we will change the name of this metal. So from chromium it will become now chromate. We are using here this 8. Okay. So from chromium it is chromate. After the name of metal, now term is of oxidation number. So here oxidation number again calculate. For potassium, number of potassium 3, charge on potassium 1 plus. For chromium we have to calculate, it is X plus. Number of ligands 3, charge on oxalato it is minus 2. Go to that list of ligands, okay, from previous section. So the name of charge on this oxalate it is minus 2, it is equal to 0. Now if you solve it, 3 plus X minus 6 equal to 0, X minus 3 equal to 0, X is equal to 3. So the oxidation number is 3. Okay, oxidation number is 3. Now next, this is, So here see, here one example. So the chromium, its oxidation number, it is 3. Oxidation number of chromium is 3. Okay, remember this thing. The oxidation number of chromium, it is 3. Here again chromium, it is 3. For cobalt, it is 3. So the oxidation number for a metal, it is, since it is fixed. So here, remember this thing, the oxidation number of this cobalt, it should be 3. So write name first. First we will write name of this Hg. So since Hg is a mercury, but mercury, we have two types of mercury, mercury first and mercury second. So which one is this? Is it first or second? So later we will see. I am writing here only mercury. After mercury, name of this. So the number of ligands, it is 4. So 4 means it is tetra. 4 means tetra. SCN, its name is thiocyanate. Name is thiocyanate. So from thiocyanate, it will become thiocyanato. Then CO. So since this entity is anion, so name it will be changed. So from cobalt, it will become now cobaltate. And the oxidation number. So since the oxidation number of cobalt, it is 3. Okay, it should be only 3. So see, how can we calculate? For mercury, if oxidation number, first the number of mercury atoms, it is 1. Charge on mercury, if it is +1, mercury, it may be positively charged, means like this. It may be Hg plus, it may be Hg2 plus. So which one is this? We don't know. So first we will use these two. First we are using Hg plus. So for Hg, 1 into +1. For cobalt, we have to calculate. For thiocyanate, number of ligands 4 and charge on ligand, it is -1. Overall charge, it is 0. So try to solve it. 1 plus x minus 4, it is equal to 0. So x is equal to 3. Here the oxidation number, it is coming 3. If we take mercury as second, so it will be now 1 into charge on mercury, it is +2 plus x plus 4 thiocyanate, charge is -1. So here 2 plus x minus 4, it is equal to 2. So it will be second. That is not correct. So here mercury, this is present in this form, Hg plus form. That's why after the name of mercury, we will write first. How? So here just change the name from, it's not mercury now, it will become here mercury first. Only mercury has this problem. Why mercury has problem? Because it has two types of valency, +1 or +2. Potassium has fixed valency, that's why no problem, but it has variable valency. So that's why it is mercury first. Now the name of this, since before a square bracket there is nothing, so this is cation. So first we will write the name of this complex here, this coordinate entity. Here since again we have three types of ligands, so alphabetically amine, aqua, chloride. So chloride will written first here. Now amine, since it is 4, so it will be tetra amine. It is tetra amine. After that only one H2O, so it is only aqua Cl. So the name of this Cl, it will be now chlorido, not chloride. It is now chlorido because it is inside this square bracket. After that the name of metal, so since it is cation, so that's why there will be no change, it will be cobalt. After that oxidation number, so which will be the oxidation number? See here, this was the third, so try to solve. Is it +3 or something else? So for cobalt it is X, for cobalt it is X plus. Number of amines 4, neutral ligand, that's why 0. Number of water 1, charge on, it's a neutral. Number of chlorine, it is 1, charge on chlorine -1. Number of chlorine 2, charge on chlorine -1, overall charge 0. So it will be X is equal to +3. So it will be here 1, 2, 3. This is third. And after that Cl. So since Cl is anion, this one is cation. Okay, so complete the name of cation. After that oxidation number, and after that the name of anion. So it will be here chloride. Now it is only chloride, not chlorido. Why only chloride? Because it is here anion, not ligand. If it is ligand, okay, it will be ligand if it is present inside the bracket, but it is outside the bracket, that's why it is only anion. So after that the name of next compound K2ZnOH4. Here first name of cation, that is potassium. After that name of number of ligands, since it is 4, so it is tetra. OH, it is hydroxide, so the name will be hydroxido. Hydroxido. Zinc, so is it zinc or zincate? So since before square bracket there is something, so it will be zincate. It is zincate. And the oxidation number, so calculate oxidation number. For potassium it is number of potassium, these are 2, charge on potassium +1, plus zinc. For zinc we have to calculate, it is X. For OH, number of OH 4, charge on hydroxide it is -1, so the value of X it will be 2. So the oxidation number is second. This is the name of this compound. Now the name of this compound is, since before square bracket there is nothing, so this is cation, and number of ligands are 4, so it will be tetra. It is tetra. The name of CO, this name is carbonyl, so it is tetra carbonyl. And the name of Ni, it is nickel. Now it's not nickelate because it is not anion, it's cation, so nickel. And the oxidation number, so to calculate the oxidation number, simple pattern is, since nickel, for nickel it is X. For carbonyl, number of ligands 4, charge on ligand it is 0, overall charge 0, so X it is equal to 0, so this will be 0. So here the name is tetracarbonyl nickel 0. And the name of last, so since it is before bracket there is potassium, so this will be potassium. This is potassium. After the potassium, this one is now anion. So here first write the number and name of ligands. So the number is 3, so it will be tri C2O4. Since it is oxalate, so the name will be oxalato. The name will be oxalato. Okay. So trioxalato. And now name of metal. So since it is aluminium, but before square bracket there is potassium, so its name will be changed. So the name will be from aluminium, it will become aluminate. From aluminium it will become aluminate. And the oxidation number, so the oxidation number of aluminium, it can be calculated as number of potassium, it is 3, charge on potassium 1. For aluminium it is X, plus number of ligands 3, charge on oxalate it is -2, equal to 0. So 3 plus X minus 6, it is equal to 0. So X is equal to 3. So this will be now 3. So in this way we will write the name of complexes. So here once again repeat, before a square bracket, if there is something, then the name of metal will be changed, otherwise it will remain same. Name of ligands, if ligand is neutral, then no change. If ligand is negatively charged, if it is negatively charged, then we will change its name by using the suffix, that is O. From chloride it will become chlorido. From sulfate it will become sulfato. Okay, so these are the names of some simple ligands. So that's all for today's discussion. If you like this lecture, please like and subscribe.